Hello everybody, Brad here today and welcome back to Planet Zoo. I hope you're all doing okay today. Quick time lapse to start today guys. It's only going to last about 4.5 minutes and it's going to show us building our reptile house. And what I wanted to do is have a reptile house that is kind of centered around a food court where we have some food, some drinks, some gift shops, toilets, some nice benches and all of that kind of stuff everywhere. And on either side of this food court we're going to have a little kind of building that juts out from that, and those are the buildings that are going to contain our exhibits and our kind of reptiles, spiders, insects, all that kind of jazz. So you can see here that we kind of build this food court. Out the back we've got a couple of staff buildings, so we've got the keeper hut and a staff room. We start off with a kind of concrete breeze block bottom with glass on top. That does change to wood. So we do change that over to wood a little bit later on. And I wanted to get the very large open area kind of theme in the middle. So that's why we've gone for like a wood floor, lots of glass everywhere. Now we're just getting some more vendors, so we've always got some kind of vendor capacity. So if either of these guys have gone a break, they can always just nip in from the staff room. Couple of janitors, those are all going to be assigned to the work area of this building, so they won't be running off anywhere else. So we're going to use this kind of light beech, is it beech? It looks like beech wood, just to cover all these staff rooms and the shops out front. We're also going to add some power and some water to this little staff area to give a little bit of coverage for our nearby exhibits. So we pop some signs on the front of the shops and the staff rooms, then we try and lay out our benches, bins, ATMs, all that kind of jazz. And then I wanted to have a roof that looks pretty cool from a distance, so I thought we'd stick with the glass and we're going to go with a pitched roof this time. So it's going to be a pitched roof with a kind of pyramid going down the middle. So you'll see what I mean here. And I'm going to try out a few different layouts, but the glass looks pretty cool from all around the zoo. It's very obvious, it's very noticeable from a distance, and that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted a kind of statement piece for this area. That's how I want to treat every area of our zoo. Every zoo has this kind of statement bit, and for this I think it is going to be this reptile house, and there's going to be an exhibit right in front of this reptile house which you will see later on in the video. So this is how it looks inside, kind of in the twilight zone. I wanted to pop some kind of roof on top of the shops and the staff area. And it's quite cool because if you get the level right you can actually see the signs, and I think it really kind of sets the tone when you look from the outside. It looks quite nice inside. And then in the middle here I wanted to do like a little statement piece and I didn't know what to do. So what we've done is we've used, I think it's the quarter wall, and we've centered that right in the middle when there's like a missing floor tile. And then I try and find the like compost base. I couldn't find it for ages. So we found out that soil base, and then we just put in some nice flowers and shrubs in the middle, just make it look quite nice. You know, if you're in there having your lunch or something, just have a little bit of foliage in the middle and just to brighten the place up a little bit really. So there's all sorts of plants in there. Just trying to arrange that around the bins. Mr. Janitor's trying to get all the rubbish out and just kind of pack it full of brightness and colour. Thought it'd look pretty cool. So now you can see the building with the wood down the bottom, and you can see on the left hand side I've already added the exhibit area for a load of snakes, and I think we've got an iguana in there as well. But what we'll do is we'll do a full tour of the exhibit sides of the building later on, and just to kind of make it a little bit more obvious and a bit more standout building wise, I wanted to add these beams all around, and I actually think it really kind of outlines the building really well. It's a little bit finicky to get them right because obviously you can't just add them as building parts. They're kind of decorations on top of the building. So it took a while to get them all around the building, but I think it looks really nice in the end. What I'll do now is jump to when we get into the game and we'll have a full tour of this building and exactly what it contains within it. Okay everybody, we're back in the game. As you can see, quite a lot's changed since what was going on in the time lapse. What I wanted to do is just show you what's happened, what's changed, and give you a little bit of a tour. So last episode we were doing the crocodile and the gharial exhibit. So this is where we kind of finished off. And in here, so in front of the reptile house, I put in some flamingos. And obviously this is not going to stay this bare. We're going to work today with trying to get the flamingo exhibit up and running. But I wanted to give you a little bit of a tour of the reptile house over here. There's this little area here you can come up and you can come look at the flamingos. It's bloody lovely, isn't it? So you walk along here through the flamingo exhibit. And then you get into this first room here. I'm actually going to get rid of that bin. I don't like that bin. No, not him. I mean, he can also go away. But this is the food court. So very, very simple. I need to put a wall there just to mask that off. There's a little bit of glitchiness on those panels there. But really nice food court. I was actually really happy with this. I wanted to do a building that was simple. But you kind of could see, if you're over here, you can quite clearly see, oh, there's something like a glass roof over there. Let's go and have a look at that. That's what I wanted. Something just a bit simple. I've said it so many times. I probably could spend hours trying to build something amazing, and if I actually spent some time really trying, I could probably make something that looks really cool. But I want this to be realistic, and I thought that was quite realistic. Sometimes you go to these zoos or nature reserves and they have like these buildings that are very based upon glass and natural light. So I really like it. It's a really, really simple food court, some little flowers in the middle. Then either side you go into a kind of little exhibit area. So in here we've got the lesser Antillean iguana, we've got the western diamondback rattlesnake, the yellow anaconda, and the boa constrictor. And in here we've got lots of conservation signs, we've got lots of glitchy benches. Let's move that one. Can I? Okay, that's got to stay a glitchy bench, fair enough. And that's what I wanted. I wanted something very simple but very nice. You can come in here, look at the amount of natural light in here. It's amazing. Come and learn all about climate change, what's happening to the ozone layer, and watch these beautiful animals in their exhibits. Exactly the same across the way. I think I actually just got a notification saying that an animal died. I also need to do windows in here, so let's do the windows. Yeah, this one's empty. So it did have the Brazilian wandering spider. So let's... Do I have to call staff? Can I just get another one in? What happens here? Let's view... Well, yeah, let's go for another one of them. So we want the Brazilian wandering spider. Let's try and get a good one. Let's get you. You're going to go in there. Marco, hello Marco. Please do not ever come and visit me in my bed because I will probably die. So, what windows have we got? So 1 and 2 we want to do. So let's do 3D and 3D. So that's the Brazilian wandering spider. In here we've got the green iguana. So we want 1 and 2 again. So 3D facade, 3D facade. In here we've got the Mexican red-knee tarantula. Ooh. So we want 3 and 4, 3 and 2. Yeah, 3 and 2. 3D facade, 3D facade. Same in here. Last but not least, we've got the Goliath frog. So here we want 3 and 4. So 3D facade, 3D facade. There we go. So that's all of our extra animals that we've got. And I need to work on doing like the conservation areas in here, so getting the benches in, getting the conservation education board, all that kind of jazz, get some bins. And then out here there's a little ATM there, hello lady. And then in here we've got like a little staff area, so we've got a staff room, power, water, and a keeper hut. I need to do a sign now really, I need to do a staff only sign as well. But that's the building. Let me know if you want a bit more of an in-depth tour, and I don't really know what else we can look at in there, but like I said, really, really simple. I can make it available on the Steam Workshop if you guys want me to. Yeah, that's it really. So when I've been playing the game and obviously looking after the other animals, I spent quite a lot of time doing the work zones for all of the animals because we were having some areas with not many keepers available. And something that kept coming up were rewards. And then when I actually looked in here, I had quite a lot. And it actually means that I got a male Western Lowland gorilla. Canini. So we've got a female. Oh, I thought... Oh, have I just bought... I might have bought a female. because I wanted... What's happening here? Yeah, so I bought her. So where's my male one gone? Oh, there he is. And there's the male one. So I got him and then I bought the female. So what we need to do at the end of this episode or in the next episode, we need to think about our Western Lowland Gorilla exhibit. I don't know where that's going to go. I mean, we've kind of gone quite central, so we can break off this way or that way really. I need to do a lot more detailing around here. That's just going to take lots and lots of time. But anyway, let's get into it and let's go and help out these flamingos because they are not happy. Obviously, I've basically done all I've done is put in some food dishes. That's literally it for them. So let's go in. We're going to go and talk to Ibtisum. Ibtisum, what's going on? So they've got plenty of land area, plenty of water area. However, they want some hard shelter space and they're not massive fans on their terrain. So they want less short grass, more soil, more rock. So let's go around the water's edge. And we're going to do the water's edge with soil like this. We'll do that all the way around. So the water creeps into this little bit over here. And then here we had like some, I think it's something to do with the path. But we can just cover that in rocks and stuff, can't we? So let's do some soil there. Right, so that's, they still want more soil, but they also want more rock. So the hard shelter I think is going to go in this corner. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Don't know how I'm going to do the hard shelter. I think I'm going to try and do some kind of like custom building, but I'm not too sure. Right, I'm just going to do rock. I'm just going to do all of that, and then we'll break it up with some terrain modification. So we'll get some terrain going up and down. So how's that? So they still want more soil. That's too much rock. So let's go around. I'm just going to get some light soil around. Try and sort of brush it in together. I don't know how much grass they want. So let's keep going around the edges. Breaking that grass up. Yeah, okay, lovely. So that should be 100%. Yes, there we go. Right, so let's do some terrain modification. So we have got the water in. I thought over here we could do like a bit of a raised plateau. I wanted to get like rocks bordering that. It's also going to look like crap at the moment. I want to get some little bumpy bits of terrain. A bit like that. Oh, I don't know if I like that though. That's a bit... It's kind of terrain a bit too much, not very smooth. Let's get some bits that are raised, bits that are lower now. Again, if you go too close to the water, it just cuts the terrain in a really horrible way. So let's do something like that. We'll do a bit of that over there. They actually want more rock, so let's just make sure that's all rock over there. And we'll probably think about that, about the hard shelter over there. Okay, right. In terms of foliage, what do you like, what do you not like? You're not a fan of the arrowwood, if I can speak, the arrowwood bush. So you're not a fan of that. So let's get rid of that. What else is bothering you? There's a fairy fan. Oh, that's because the exhibit technically goes into those areas. Okay, right. I'm quickly just going to go and sort that out. Okay, so that did not take very long at all. I think they're now happy. Well, happier with the habitat, and now we need to go around and just make it a little bit more interesting because it's very, very bare at the moment. So in terms of nature, these guys like continents of Asia, Europe and Africa, and biomes they like aquatic, temperate, is that tropical and grassland. So we've got quite a wide variety of plants, rocks and trees. So let's go in and we're gonna just try and make it look a lot nicer. So that's Bengal bamboo, black thorn bush. Is that what I had over there? Was that hawthorn? I can't remember. Let's turn off a lighter surface. I'm gonna get some bushes out on this bit here, just to hide the fact that that path's making it go a little bit weird. I'm gonna get some bramble. Oh, I don't know about bramble bushes. Don't know about bramble bushes, but we can get in some bracken. That bracken looks pretty cool in the rocks there. What else have we got? I don't know what we're going to do over here. Actually, let's do habitat first. Because what do we have? We've got the herb scent marker. Okay. Let's get one. Oh. Is that okay? Is that aligned to surface? I think it has. Let's get one there and one there. Now we could just use one of these hard shelters. And just expand that. We could do that and then decorate it, couldn't we? Should we do that? Let's get one of them in. How much does that suffice? 82%. So if we do that and then get another one that goes there. I mean, that's got to be 100%, hasn't it? It gets a little bit glitchy there in the middle. Can I move that to try and get rid of that? We could do that. Okay. Do they like that? Guys, do you like that? Yes, you do. Okay, lovely. So that's also the hard shelter done. Have you got anything else for habitat? Got sprinkler. Get a sprinkler over there, near where the people are walking past. That'll be good. Mirror mobile. Let's get one of those on top there. And maybe over there. Okay. So now we can think about nature and where we're going to put our foliage. So reeds. I mean, reeds are going to look good. So we've got the bulrush reeds. Stopping breeding, guys. Like rabbits they are. So we're going to need like little dots of reeds here and there around the place, I think. I think that's the best way to do it. So some reeds there. Then we've got like the common reeds. I like the look of these. I like the common reeds. They look cool. We'll do some of these over here. Like that. Obviously we'll be getting rocks in and all of that kind of jazz. Water lilies. Let's get some water lilies. We should probably be on the environment tab because we don't want to put in too many plants. Because we don't want them to be unhappy today, do we? Right, let's get some big lily pads over there. What else do we have here? We've got the elephant grass. Oh, again, that looks really cool. So that looks good, like in bunches. So like over here, we could do bunches of that. That kind of really sections off this part of the exhibit, especially when you've got things like that there on the edge of the exhibit. That's like quite a nice edge. So let's get the elephant grass there. Maybe in here we do some fountain bamboo. Or maybe we do something there just to kind of like cordon those areas off, but I'm not sure. So let's get some bamboo over there. Get some elephant grass in the middle maybe. We do need to put some rocks in and all that kind of jazz as well. So we've got the rose bush. I quite like these. These look quite cool. And get that maybe out there. I think now into yeah. See, I like these. We want trees that are colourful. Give a little bit of vibrance to the exhibit. A bit of vibrance. I like those. Are really cool when they come out of the ground a little bit. Now, I'd rather go overboard rather than underboard with this exhibit. Get some Himalayan birch trees. So you can look really cool. Got the fountain bamboo. That can look really nice. Let's get a few more of those Himalayan birches. Yeah, okay, that's good. This is looking good, guys. Hook thorn acacia and get some more of those, maybe. Get another one there. I feel like we need something over here. Maybe we do like a bush. Not I mean, fence isn't the word. But like, you know, like a bush barrier there. Just to give a little bit of foliage around the place. We've got the ivy patch. We can yeah, we could probably do ivy actually if we wanted to. I don't know if Japanese maple, if I can speak properly, would look right in here. Mangrove apple, that'll look pretty cool over here. If I can fit that in. Let's get that one out there. River, was that the river? Bush willow. Trying to get it in with making it, you know, making it still look realistic and nice, isn't it? That's the really hard part of the game. It's making everything kind of fit. Let's get that. I'll get like some bushes. Let's get some Oh no, I don't like that one. That's probably not going to work. The sedge, tamarind tree. We've probably got enough trees. I'd say now we need to go around and do like the flowers, the rocks, and the sort of like more bushy foliage. I love the umbrella ones. They're cool, aren't they? Right. So what have we got into the garden? Got that like the is that the banana fern? The bird's nest fern. Got some of those out. They look nice around the trees. This is looking okay at the moment. I'm fairly happy with it. There is something missing. I don't know what that is. I feel like there's just something missing with it. There's like some nice flowers there. Maybe we need something more over this way. So I'll get like some nettles and small bird's nest ferns. Okay, I think that's quite nice. So we can now possibly think about rocks. Actually, should we get some reeds around this Himalayan tree here? So maybe try the bulrush reeds. If we go over to this side, let's get some of those in. Bit like that. That's probably plenty of foliage, I would say. Because now we can think about rocks. So now if we go in and we take out the continents. So we've got savanna rocks, temperate, tropical. I think I'm going to go tropical. What we'll do is we'll try and get little areas of these rocks that just arrange in a way that we can possibly get in a little bit more foliage around them, if that makes sense. Because you tend to have the things like together, don't you? Like rocks and foliage together. It's quite rare you just have foliage or you just have rocks around. So let's get some rocks out here around the edge. I'm on the edge of glory. Bit like that. That's quite nice. I'm quite liking that there. Get some rocks out over here. You just got, it just gives a bit of definition to the exhibit, I think, in the end, doesn't it? It just gives something to look at. It makes it a bit more interesting. So here, what I wanted to do is do like a plateau. So get like these flatter rocks and have this as like a real plateau area, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Probably not. Let's go out there. Yeah, a bit like that actually. That's pretty much working how I want it to. I get some tropical rock, temperate rock, sorry, just to mix it up a little bit. Just an area that looks a little bit different. Hopefully they can still get up there and access everything. And it just gives a little bit of definition to the exhibit, something a bit different, and hopefully it looks cool also from the reptile house. Right, why is that not liking me? There we go. So we'll get that one last bit in there. I'll kind of block off those edges just so it doesn't look too hideous. A bit like that. It's something just a bit different. Get like a nice rock down there. Get some rocks around it because it's pretty rare to have a rock on its own in the middle of nowhere. I mean, not saying it doesn't happen, of course it happens, but so let's get out more of those. Okay, and get some rocks out over here near this. Is that the elephant grass? I think it was, wasn't it? We're gonna get some bigger rocks over here. I don't know if I like that rock. Always looks a bit strange. So let's get that one. Get some rocks around it. That's it. And then if we could get out, so what are the continents again? It was Asia, Africa, Europe, wasn't it? Then maybe we just get out a few tiny bits more of foliage over here. I'd like to do something like that. That's pretty cool. And then here, what I thought we could do is if we get out some more of that the elephant grass, then we could do like a nice backdrop here that then goes into the reptile house, like a real, you know, this bit over here has just been overgrown and not really looked after for a very long time. That's the thinking anyway. Okay, there we go. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to say it like I always do. Not saying it's perfect, because nothing that I do is perfect. I don't think I'll ever do anything that's perfect. But I'm pretty happy with that. Our animals are going absolutely mental. Right, so you guys happy? So you want some food enrichment. Okay, so we go to zoo. We'll do vet research. And we want to get... Uma is my vet that does research. So let's get her onto the greater flamingo. Okay, perfect. The sun is rising. The sun is rising. Okay guys, so I'm going to end it there for today. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you tune in next time for the next episode where we were doing our Western Lowland Gorilla exhibit. Have an awesome day and I'll see you later. Thank you very much for watching the video guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel down below if you haven't done so already. And please feel free to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Have a great day. See you later.